How's it going? I'm Michael and this is Budget Bills. My dad and I bring rusty, crusty old cars back to life. This car is in the ground. Alright, so we're back at the house with the Cadillac, and it is time to see if we can get this thing to run. You guys probably wonder why we picked this car up. It actually went through a local estate auction, and we ended up buying it for $100. And so it was worth jumping on it and getting it just for the heck of it, especially for the parts that'll fit on 2 doors and other 4 doors that maybe someone's restoring. And one of the big things is hopefully that 331 V8 is actually good in the car. The car actually has just over 100,000 miles. And we did some calling around. There's a gentleman that's already interested in the motor, and he knew some history on the car. And so this car was actually the people that lived there, that had lived there, the people of the estate, the grandparents actually gave this to their grandson in the mid-60s to drive to Clemson University. And he drove it for a few years. I think it had around 100,000 miles, put close to 7,000 miles on the car, and then totaled the snot out of it, as you can see. And so that was in the mid to late 60s, and that car got drug over, stuck in a field, and was a goat house for a long time. That's why there's no material left in the car anywhere, because the goats used it, busted out the windows, ate all the seats off of it, and that's why you see what's left of the car. We were able to get a hold of it, and it's time to see if it'll run.
I bought some of them at thrift stores or whatever. I had put it up in here.
Hood's open. Okay, there's some nest. And the first time we popped this hood up, there's a big old black snake in here. So hopefully he went on. We don't see him again. we're gonna go ahead and get all this junk cleaned out, and we'll probably take our Sawzall. Obviously this car, the frame is bent like a banana. The floors are gone. I mean, there's holes in the frame, in that big huge X frame. Sadly, this car cannot be revived. We just simply, it'll be a cool one to try to get running, especially knowing the length of time that it has sat after being wrecked. And so we are going to take the hacksaw and cut some of this bent up metal off, pull it out so we can get to the front of the engine and see if it's even free.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna get inside there, huh?
Oh yeah. Now we don't have to get bit by a snake. It's just a black snake, so he's all right. As you can see, that is cutting the support off so we can get up in there. Now, these are some rusty snake bolts in this impact because of just how it shakes it around, jiggles them right off. I should have waited. Look at that. That is crazy. If anyone needs a bonk. If anyone needs a pristine Cadillac radiator, this is about the nicest one you can find. You want it. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy, okay. Well, I'm afraid that one's pro solid. Golly, look at that. Well, you're probably thinking to yourself, with a frozen motor and this car that's not salvageable, haul that thing to the scrapyard. But you know us, curiosity. We're gonna pull the spark plugs, see what the cylinders look like, but we've never owned a... Let the cars go back. We've never owned a Cadillac, and we'd like to just kind of dig in, know the mechanics of the car a little bit for the next one that we get. But for now, let's pull the spark plugs and see what everything looks like.
This is going to be a 13/16.
Yeah, it's a 13/16. That's not nice. This is nice. Let's see how the transmission fluid looks. What the heck is that? It doesn't smell bad.
Yes, the ghost drank it.
the ghost drank transmission fluid out of this thing. Hey, that spark plug's coming out like it was just put in there yesterday. This is the weirdest flipping battery. It's long and skinny. I guess it's a 6 volt. I don't know.
What is it?
I am afraid this one will never run again. Wow. Oh boy. That's what happens when the air cleaner gets left off.
That is brake fluid. What's a brake post? Or brake?
What sucks is it actually looks really good in here. As crusty as they are, I just don't think it'll happen without tearing it apart. You'll pull some heads off of this thing? Well, that's the way she goes sometimes. Well, sadly, this is the way it goes sometimes. For just having a little over $100 in the car, we figured it was worth a try to see if we could get this thing to run. We know we definitely didn't want to leave it. Good. We know we definitely didn't want to leave it sitting in the field there, and you know us, we had to try to at least get it to run. Sadly, this is the outcome sometimes when you're trying to do old stuff like this. But there's a lot of good stainless on this car and quite a few other decent parts on this car that can go to revive other ones that are closer to being able to be preserved and rebuilt. So sadly, this one really is just too far. We hope you guys enjoyed that video of us getting this thing pulled out and at least attempting to try to get this thing to run. Going for a ride. Well, I'll probably be the last person to ever be in this car. Now I just have to get out. How am I gonna do this?
Don't know.
Well, you might be thinking that that was it for this Cadillac. Nope. A gentleman reached out to us. He was pretty interested in it. He's got another one that he needs some parts for, and so this is going to work out awesome for him, and we may be coming back with something else. So this is going to work out for everybody, and it may give us another pretty cool project to have. So we're loaded up in the truck with the caddy behind us, heading his place, and we'll catch y'all there. Well, we're here with Reese at his place, and he's getting the 54 to take back and bring his 54 back to life. And he's hooked us up with this, what year is this thing again?
It's from the 70s International.
Yeah, it's an early 70s International pickup truck. Pretty sweet ride, so we're gonna go ahead and get that car loaded and get this one loaded up. All right, well that just goes to show how this can go full circle. We thought we were hopeless with that Cadillac, but he's gonna be able to use it. And we got this truck that he wasn't using at the moment, and we're gonna have some fun with it. It was parked in '96, and this is obviously a 3/4 ton international pickup truck with a V8 and factory AC, and believed to be close to 50,000 original miles. Really clean interior, and so this will be a fun project for us down the road that we can show y'all and take y'all with on the journey on this truck. We hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And these revivals, we kind of knew that was what was going to happen with the Cadillac. We were hoping to be able to get that car run, but it is going to a good home to be able to be used to save other cars. If you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, be sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. We really appreciate all the love and support on the channel. We're having so much fun with this. Peace out.